So let me preface this by saying, if you missed it yesterday, or I should say, JiBbo and I did a run through of Jack. We analyzed to the best of our abilities without, obviously extensive playing, I'll just say, I should say practical knowledge. It was purely theoretical. We just tried to figure out what the best way to play this character would be. And then we gave a full overview where I kind of took my best shot at guessing what the best tools would be. However, after playing him for about 6 hours, I stumbled upon a bunch of things that I did not discover in the initial testing that I think are really crucial to his game plan and are significantly better than what I initially suggested. So I wanted to stream this and then also upload it to YouTube because I feel that this is so important that it actually, you could consider what I said yesterday to be bad information. Actually, it's actually not what you want to be doing. So I'm not going to go over everything again because most of what we went over holds, good value, but I do want to correct a bunch of things. So first of all, the biggest misconception that I had before I started playing the character was that Jack has this Tekken string, crouching jab fierce, and I figured that that was going to be one of the core, like the cornerstone of his game, because it, being a Tekken string, it's not bad on block. I think I estimated it to be about -1 or -2 on block. So it's a great tool for just fishing for damage at mid-range. It's 170 damage, and pushing them away, because with Jack, you really don't want them to be close at all. However, once I started playing, I realized the flaw in this. And the flaw in this is that when you do this as a block string, you don't actually push them away. You very, very, very slightly push them away at all. The net gain in distance is very, very, very small. It is a little bit, but it's not as much as you want it to be. You can see I am pushing him out of range, but if you start from here, you have to do it multiple times before you get out of range. And the problem is, if this is leaving them at -1 or -2, and crouching jab is about 7-frame startup, you have a problem, because there's plenty of characters that have pokes that go this far or this far that are faster than that can hit you out of the next one. And Jack has nothing else that's going to go that far. His fastest move is standing short, which does not go that far. So how do you remedy this? Well, the oversight was that while we tested Jack's Tekken strings to see if you could boost chain out of them, we didn't check to see if you could boost chain into them. And you can, all of them. And this opens up an entire new world of possibilities. So instead of doing, for example, low jab standing fierce to push somebody away, you can instead do low jab standing strong. Now, first of all, I want to mention, before I even get into anything else, this is a boost chain. This is not a Tekken chain, or I should say, it's not a Tekken chain that's listed. This is a boost chain. However, I tested the block advantage after it, and you would think, being a boost chain, it would be excessively negative, but for some reason it's not. It seems to be about the same negative on block that standing strong by itself is on block, which is, I think it was like -1 or -2. Let me just see real quick. Far medium punch I have is -1. I think it looked like about -2 or -3 when you boost chain into it. So this is actually extremely safe from range. But you, like I said, you can transition from the boost chain into his Tekken chain. Strong, strong. And notice the pushback. Also notice this is a complete block string. There is no gap here. Once they block the low jab, they are guaranteed to be pushed away. Furthermore, you can delay the second medium punch if you want to purposely create a gap. So if somebody's trying to jump or mash, they will get hit. Even furthermore, you can hold the button for the extension. And this is extremely useful when done at max range, where the medium punch would whiff, where the extension will not. Additionally, you can do standing short into far strong. Most of the time you'll get close strong, but if you do standing short out of range and you hit one of their pokes, you can buffer it into strong and then either go into the boost chain or more practically go into the rest of the boost chain. Speaking of which, the other great thing, see the reason that low jab standing strong is infinitely better than low jab standing fierce is not only the pushback issue is kind of minor. The other great thing is that, first of all, you have more options because of the follow-up, but on hit, you can hit confirm it into a boost chain instead of going into the Tekken chain. So if that hits, you can do that and switch to your other character. Now, you do have to note that at completely max range, the very, very max range, this will whiff. So you do want to be careful of that. Even when the standing strong hits, the launcher will whiff, but it has to be completely max range. The other thing that's great about this is, and this I think is the most important thing, since low jab standing fierce is a Tekken chain, when you do it out of range, if you do it quickly, it comes out anyway. That's actually bad, because if they jump the jab, you are screwed. However, low jab standing strong is only a boost chain, so it will never come out on whiff. So you can buffer this out of range all you want, and if they jump, you can still anti-air. So that, I think, is the biggest thing that we didn't come up with last night, and I think that that is absolutely the core of his game plan. That and the ability also to boost chain into his close, strong, strong, strong chain. And this is huge because, again, when somebody gets near you and you need to push them away, this is just like the best thing ever. First of all, there's no gap for those 3 hits, so you at least get to push them to there, and it's only like -1 or -2 on block. And then the third strong has a very, very slight gap, just enough where if they're holding up or mashing, they will get hit. And there's also a gap before the last hit, and the last hit knocks down, so it's great. You can also go into it from a low. It's just awesome. So basically, if somebody does something in your face that leaves them at like -2, -3, you just push them away. And if they get hit, you can hit confirm into cross rush. So those, I think, were the biggest things that we didn't cover, and I really wanted to, I just feel that it's so important that I really wanted to just make this addendum so that people that are interested in Jack don't get the wrong idea, because I really feel like if you're relying on this, you're really not going to get far enough with Jack. I really feel that this is crucial. So, it's just hilarious because I originally thought that this strong, strong chain was useless. So it's funny how things work. So now that we got that out of the way, besides things that were oversights, let me show you some stuff that I developed last night and this morning while playing. Actually, it was mostly this morning, but so let me record some stuff with Jack. And so this is just some setups that I wanted to show. So basically there's a few situations that are going to come up often that you want to have setups for. So the first setup that I want to cover is after an anti-air. So if you anti-air somebody, it's probably going to be with medium punch, rocket uppercut. That's the most reliable one. It's faster than fierce and fully invincible as far as I can tell, fully strike invincible. So if the opponent quick rises from this, you can just hold up forward and you get a real nice safe jump. Obviously against Ryu, not going to be a safe jump. He has 3-frame Dragon Punch. But against slower Dragon Punches, I didn't test, I didn't bother, I should say, to test what speed it will be a safe jump against, because it highly depends on the height that you anti-air them. So it's not going to be that dependable. But the thing that's sick about this is, first of all, you get a really deep jump in, like super, super deep. Okay? that sets you up for Jack's high-low game. So you can do his overhead, or you can go to his super slow low chain. So that's pretty sick. But if you expect the reversal, you can also do this. And this is a perfect setup to beat reversals. Obviously, you want to time the butt slam to hit their recovery. And if they switch cancel it, you can hit the incoming character as well. So as long as you're paying attention, you can time the butt slam to either hit their recovery or hit the incoming character. You can apply this same setup to a few other situations. That is, I think, the most common knockdown. The other common knockdown is after like a tag cancel, you do something like this. You do the same thing. You just hold up forward, and if they quick rise, you get a perfect safe jump. You do have to note, however, that depending on the height that you hit them with that follow-up, Jack might actually be too big for this, I'm not sure. But depending on the height that you hit them, sometimes you'll actually get a cross-up. Let me see if I can recreate it here. I was trying to figure out how to make it consistent. Sometimes you jump over them, and I'm not sure if this is even a good thing because Jack doesn't really have good cross-ups. But I just want to make that known that that does happen sometimes. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. I don't know if you have to hit them low or high. I think it might be low. Let me try one more time. Oh, I thought that was going to be it. But you get the idea. It can happen. So, but you get the same setup from that if they quick rise. And another great string if they're close, which I didn't really mention before, but another low option, I should say. Let's say you do this. You can do empty jump low strong, which is a low, and go right into the Seismo, which is a great block string. And if they get hit by that, it sets itself up again. You can hold up forward, and you get a nice, crazy, meaty jump in. So I think those setups, those are, I think, the most common knockdowns. Unfortunately, if you hit with a mid-screen, like medium, they're too far away to get the safe jump, really. Maybe, actually, I didn't test. Maybe he has something that goes far enough that'll work. That might work, maybe. But not as important. But those other knockdowns are definitely the most common. So, what's going on? Oh, Joe Louis. How do you do that? Because I was actually trying to figure out a way to do that, and I couldn't. There's a way to end the flight without the butt slam. I tried everything. I tried buttons. I tried all the different directions. I couldn't figure out a way to do it. Can you tell me the inputs? Also, just for the sake of while Joe is writing that out, just for the sake of completion for this video, Alion, I saw some videos like the first day, he noticed that you could instant overhead with jumping roundhouse. You can even do it jumping back, so it's similar to Dulcim. And you can switch cancel it and continue the combo. You do have to have something relatively quick, but it's insane for certain characters. So just something to note. Full credit to Alion. And again, actually, that is another application of this. Maybe I'm a liar. You might have to jump neutral or something to get it to work. You might not be able to jump back. Whoops. Yeah, you could do it with a neutral jump. So it's interesting that if you get a knockdown with Jack, you can actually apply a pretty disgusting mix-up. medium seismo, hold up forward, then up. But how do you cancel the flight without doing the butt slam? Oh well, I guess we'll just cut this video short for now, and if anything else, we'll we can always add more. So I'm just gonna restart the stream, guys, so that we have game audio, and then I'm probably gonna host a lobby and play some Jack games. So just hold up and don't press down. It looks like it cancels the recovery when you land, but can you end the flight early? Okay, let's see. That's what happens when I hold up. Whoops, I hit down on instinct. Is that what it's supposed to look like? Because that's not really ending it early. It looks like it's canceling the recovery, but it's not ending early. Oh, it only happens if Ryu DPs? Yeah, I agree. It's probably the armor hit stop probably changes the duration or alters the duration or uses part of the duration, I should say. And this just reminded me, I wanted to test one more thing while I have the mic on. Um, this is perfect, so I almost forgot about this. I wanted to see how quickly the armor activates on his rush. Okay, that's too big of a gap. I mean, too small of a gap. Okay, it is pretty quick. Yeah, so I think I think that move is also crucial because Jack's pretty weak to cross-ups because his anti-air hit's kind of out in front of him. So for pressure like that, you want to just be able to just get out of there. I don't know if you can reliably react to the jump, though. Oh, that was interesting. Yeah, see, you can't anti-air that kind of jump. If you don't anti-air it, it's not even a cross-up, but he can't really get it. This jump is what was giving me literally every one of my losses last night. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's important. Be able to react to the jump. I'm reacting like super late, and it still gets me out of there. That's huge. That's awesome. Okay. Um, yeah, that jump in was literally killing me last night. People were jumping from that range, and I just could not do anything. But anyway, all right, let me restart the stream real quick so you guys have game audio, and then I will see who's on my friends list, and we will decide if I'm going to do ranked or an endless lobby. So be right back.